for this press conference organized by the Hyderabad Polo and Riding Club. Respected polo players, we are delighted and honored to have your presence. We, the children of Mother India, welcome all polo players with our heart and soul. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are a few very, very important and critical aspects that I'd like to highlight at the very start. Firstly, in the history of our nation, over the last 4 decades, this is the only international polo tournament in India which is being directly endorsed by the Federation of International Polo. The credit for that goes to the leadership of the founder and president of HPRC, Mr. Chaitanya Kumar, who is now directly acknowledged and endorsed by the Federation of International Polo. And the members of the media would be surprised and delighted to know a couple of important facts. Firstly, HPRC, Hyderabad Polo and Riding Club, is India's finest composite polo facility. To host an international polo tournament, like has been done over the past few years and what is going to start tonight. To host an international polo tournament, HPRC is the only polo institution in Asia which is providing 100 polo horses for the visiting polo players. Members of the media who are not much knowledgeable about what is so special about a polo horse. Well, in human terms, a polo horse should be equated to an Olympic athlete. So now, please consider the kind of effort which the HPRC team has made to have 100 polo horses being provided to the visiting polo players for this international polo tournament. It's a remarkable achievement for HPRC. My friends are wondering how long this introduction speech is going to be. Don't be bothered, it's only 500 pages. The good news is that all the 500 pages are blank. So now, our nation of 1.5 billion people know only two men with the name of Armstrong. Neil Armstrong, Ed Armstrong. Both pioneers. We'd also like to wish a very warm welcome to Ms. Robin Sanchez. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to have Ms. Robin Sanchez present here. She is the chairperson of the Arena Polo Committee of the US Polo Association and also the chairperson of the Arena Polo Committee of the Federation of International Polo. And she is here as the senior most official to oversee and run the entire tournament as one of the top international umpires in the world. I'd also like to welcome all players from the United States, France, Germany and Luxembourg, and definitely the host players from India. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to request the founder and president of the Hyderabad Polo and Riding Club, Mr. Chaitanya Kumar, to kindly address the gathering.
Most of all, I hope they have a lot of fun playing at the HPRC arena. I also wanted to thank the esteemed members of the press for coming down today and helping us in covering this event and getting the word around, which is the next most important thing after the game. Once again, I would like to thank again Edward and Robin for being here and helping me all around organizing this tournament, not just for this year, since the past so many years. I was just telling an anecdote to a friend of mine on how this international tournament actually started. It just started by a random knock on the door on Ed's house, just as another polo player from India, and that's how we just said hello to each other, and we thought that we should start taking this the next step, and the rest is all history. We've been doing this since past 5 years. Started off as a women's arena polo special tournament, and now it has become an international arena polo, and now, as you can see, it's also endorsed by FIP, that also I have to thank Robin for all her help in doing the necessary productions and bringing the arena polo to the international stage for India. I firmly believe that arena polo is the kind of polo that we are going to be playing in India in a much more regular manner in the coming days, and you will see many more tournaments and uh, arenas coming up all over the country. As a matter of fact, we already have active arena polo happening in all our major metropolitan cities, and a lot of the traditional outdoor polo players are turning to arena polo not just for schooling their horses but also to uh, be able to play all year long. I just want to briefly talk about the tournaments that we're going to have in this tournament. Number one, we're going to have the Radha TMT International Arena Polo Championship, which will be the four-hole tournament, which will start from 12th to 15th of February. The Telangana Tourism Cup will happen from the 16th to the 18th of February. And then on 14th February, we have a couple of very exciting exhibition matches. One is a women's arena polo special, and the other one is the best of the best arena polo exhibition match, which will feature the top players from all the countries in that match. And this time we have also planned a lot of entertainment around polo. We have a tractor stunt show in the middle of the tractors, which I am very excited to see. And then we have laser light shows, etc. And the best show that we have is on the 15th of February, according to me, which is called the Galloping Wheels. And this was going to be an amalgamation of history and culture and of Hyderabad in terms of automobiles. So we're going to have vintage cars, vintage motorbikes, accompanied with some supercars that will be displayed in the HPRC arena. This is to showcase what Hyderabad was and what Hyderabad is today, and Hyderabad's love for the wheels. And we are thankful to Mr. Mandeep and Dr. Venkat Rao to help us organize this particular show. And we are hoping that this becomes an annual affair at HPRC. In some time, I'll pass the mic to him to talk a little bit more about this event. We've got tremendous response from vintage car owners, and I believe we are displaying some of the top vehicles and motorbikes in terms of vintage and supercars this time in this particular show. Other than this, we will have the draws today, which will ascertain who plays who, and then we also would be launching our the Great Indian Chakra magazine today, and this is our annual magazine, and I would like to request at this point Mr. Shroff from Radha TMT to come forward in helping me launch this particular magazine.